professional fighter with an 80% knockout ratio who can't even open a bag. There's something wrong. Right, if we look at these M33s in comparison to the C20s, okay, let's have a look at this. Let's just do a little bit of a comparison here as we lay them side by side, okay. Yeah, they seem to be of a similar length, but let's try these out. They're both 14-ounce gloves. There, that's better. That fits a little bit further down on the wrist there. And I imagine that has the same kind of technology, yeah? So they're a 14-ounce glove. Now for my hand, I think these may, again I'm saying I think, but these may well be a medium style fit, even though they're a 14 glove. So for my own hands, I probably would want something a little bit bigger. They do seem a little bit small for my hands. That being said though, they do feel comfortable even with the smaller size. And what's also interesting is that these also have the HydroFlow technology. So the idea is that these are designed to allow the heat and the moisture to kind of breathe, and so the hand is allowed to breathe and not get too hot. Because one of the main complaints with gloves would be, your hands are getting too hot, you're sweating. And certainly for those who are kind of training more for fitness than actual fighters, because if a fighter's complaining about his hand getting too hot, there's more for you to worry about. So what we've got here then is the C20 gloves laid out next to the M33 Starpros with that lovely black and fluorescent branding. Just going to run over some of the technical specs of the C20s, which is the 100% high quality synthetic leather, which they both have. The HydroFlow tech, which as we turn them over, you can see the HydroFlow tech branding on the palm there, essentially. Shock absorbing protection foam padding, which you can feel. These are more of what I would call a rounded glove, like a rounded style of glove. I was against a squarer glove, which I enjoy and like. And the Monotech wrist support. It doesn't have the Monotech stitching or branding or wording on there, but the wrists on both sets of gloves are designed just to give you that extra wrist support. So if I just kind of do this side by side, you can kind of see the back and front of the wrist there and how that's meant to support. And if I turn that glove over, you can see this HydroFlow technology there, allowing the hand to breathe, which was really interesting. So what we have here then is the C220 gloves, okay, which are suggested the women's 14-ounce kind of day-to-day training glove. We have the Starpro M33s, which are a slightly more advanced glove, again, which would be for maybe the more committed trainer, okay, or even somebody who wants to start and get a glove, a higher, let's say a high quality glove from the get-go. We have the Starpro hand wraps, which are